One. Hey everyone, welcome back. It is time for another wrestling review. With me once again, we have Campo.Reviews, the man who reviews movies, TV shows, everything else in between. We got some special reviews coming up over on his channel. We're going to have Venom, we're going to have Agatha. We just reviewed the SNL movie a few weeks ago, so make sure you go down in the description box below, check out his links, show him some love, but only after you show me some love in this video with a thumbs up, a subscribe. Let's hit our goal before the end of the year. 350 subs is not a lot to ask for. So help me achieve that goal. We're 10 subs away, guys. 10. That's it. So tonight it's a special review. MLP had their first ever premium live event, I guess you want to call it, pay-per-view. Scott D'Amore's new promotion, who he bought the rights to Maple Leaf Wrestling about a year ago. And the reason why it took him that long to put it together, since he got fired from TNA, which was back in January, is because he was trying to get the rights to the acronym, but MLW owns the rights to the MLW acronym, so he had to go with Maple Leaf Pro.
Same shit.
Yeah. So the match started off a good way to start. Like the show for night one started off really well. Josh Alexander, Stu Grayson, and ELP beat Trevor Lee, Rocky Romero, and Alex Zane. Alex Zane we haven't seen since what? He broke his foot a few months back.
Yeah, the Sauce Man at the
Yeah.
DDT show.
Yeah, at the DDT show. Yeah, that was what a shame that was. That started off to be such a good match too.
I know, I know.
But I mean, he
Uh
healed up pretty quickly though.
yeah, he did some crazy shit.
Yeah, and not like AJ Styles who'll be out for a year now, who broke his foot right after coming back.
Yeah. At
And
least we
shout
got the
out to
man.
Russell Talk, who keeps saying AJ Styles is going to go to AEW this year.
Yeah, good for them.
Them and their clickbait. But I mean, this was good. A good way to start it. Like, I mean, you have 6 excellent performers in this match. Like, that's how you start a show,
Yeah, I mean, yeah,
right?
okay.
So with that, we are going second match. It's QT Marshall beating Bhupinder Gujar, my boy Bhupinder. Haven't seen
Not
him in a
not a
while.
bad match at all.
Yeah, and this was just basically a match to put a little shine on Bhupinder. You could see who Scott D'Amore is kind of pushing for his promotion.
Yeah, and it's you could see that like immediately right off the as soon as we open here,
Hmm.
their QT is trying to tell a story.
Yeah,
Like him and Harley are clearly trying to actually have a storyline because it
yeah,
continues in the second episode
yeah.
where like no one else in this whole thing is like trying to set up any
Any
storylines.
storylines? Yeah, he's still QT is very much in the kayfabe world of these were just like quote unquote, you want to call them dream matches if you want, right? Like fantasy matches, not dream matches, but fantasy matches that
Yeah,
you
because everyone's dream match is Bubba Ray
versus
against
Jinder
fucking
Mahal.
Jinder Mahal.
But uh, but shout out to the announce team, Mauro Ranallo and Don
They were
Callis.
amazing.
They are my favorite. Like they
They
are,
literally were the best announce team of the year,
yeah. They kept the
especially because we
Canadian
don't
team
have Kevin Kelly anymore in
in
New Japan.
anything. But we got a little intro from Bret Hart talking about Maple Leaf Pro and what it meant to Canadian wrestling and all the superstars that have gone through it. And nice little intro from Bret Hart.
Yeah.
So with that, our third match, Kylie Ray in a 4-way beats Laney Luck, Aurora Tevez, and Taylor Rising.
Um,
Quick match, really fast match.
I didn't like this match.
No, I didn't either.
Okay. Like not even a little bit.
No, like I wasn't interested in this at all. Like, I mean, good on Kylie Ray coming back, and
She
now
was
we
pretty good.
now we know why she left wrestling a couple years ago was she was battling alcoholism, and she beat her demons and became a mother, and good for her. You know that takes a lot of willpower and a lot of effort, and let's give her credit for that. But this match was not the greatest.
No.
I did like the little Triple H reference and calling her terrorizing.
Nice.
Yeah. But this sets up something that's going to happen on the next night, which we'll talk about on this episode. We're just going to breeze through everything. We're not really going to. So with that, we got Intergalactic Jet Setters defending the IWGP Junior Heavyweight belts against Brent Banks, Johnny Swinger, Aiden Pierce, and El Reverso, and Rohit Raju and Sheldon Jean. Sheldon Jean is a local like Southern Ontario guy. He's a big name in the Southern Ontario wrestling scene. El Reverso's another one that's big down in this area. We've even met him at that TNA show at was it Final Destination or whatever it was called? What was the one we went
Final
to?
count. I don't know. Final something.
Whatever the pay-per-view we went to last
Yeah,
year.
yeah.
But we got to meet him. We had a good chat with him at that show. So, final resolution. Thank you, Timmy. But just like Vince, Timmy's in my ear.
Yeah.
Yeah. But yeah, I mean, this was fun. We knew the Jet Setters weren't going to lose this. Weren't going to lose the
Yeah,
belt
it was
here.
okay. It was a decent
Yeah.
match.
So next we have a match for the PWA, which is the Prairie Wrestling Alliance. Holy Grail or whatever it's called. Rohan Raja against Jake something. And Raja wins the belt. Like,
Yeah, I think they're just trying to shine people.
well, I mean, the thing is, they can't put it on Jake something because Raja has to go around the world and defend this belt now. So it's like Jake is signed to TNA, so he
Yeah,
can't really. But good for him. This is going to be the MLP, I guess, championship kind of thing.
I don't know.
So, but next, your favorite match of the night: Bully Ray versus the former Jinder Mahal, Raj Desi in a tables match.
This is the worst match I've ever watched in my life.
This was bad. This
Like,
was
listen to
like
what I just said. The worst match I've ever watched in my life.
in 4 years of doing wrestling reviews.
There was zero effort put into it.
Hmm.
They didn't care about what was happening. They didn't hit each other.
No,
It was so non-contact. It was crazy. They were fake hitting each other with
with the
kendo
kendo
sticks,
sticks. Yeah,
not even making contact.
yeah. But they were selling it like they got like the tar beaten out of them.
Bro, it's a kendo stick. Just fucking whack him with it.
Yep. But the end came. We'll talk about the finish. The finish happened when Raj put Bully Ray through the table, but the referee was knocked out. So QT Marshall moves Bully out of the way, puts Raj in between the table. When the ref wakes up, he thinks Bully Ray won the match. Yay. Okay, moving on. Co-main event of the night: Giselle Shaw versus Miyu Yamashita. And the winner of this match would face Athena in the main event at the next night's show. This was a good match.
Yeah, this was good.
I'm really impressed with how much Giselle Shaw has improved.
I am, but I'm getting really annoyed by the stupid costume. Like the constant need to fix her shirt is drives me
Hmm.
fucking nuts.
Yeah.
Like if your tits are gonna pop out every single time you wrestle, just
Maybe
don't
get a
wear
better
that
top.
shirt.
Yeah. Maybe get a better top. Yeah. No, I agree.
It literally like
It
it's so
was,
funny that such a small thing bothers me, but it was
yeah.
driving me nuts.
Well, I mean, it's even worse the next night against Athena.
Yeah, that's what I'm saying.
Yeah. But spoiler for who wins this match, it's Giselle Shaw. But I mean, this was a good match, and it's Yamashita. Yamashita is always like good in the ring.
She should have won, but obviously we know it's Scott Demore, so he's at least
Yeah.
gonna
Put his
give
wife
Giselle
in.
something.
Yeah. So with that, our main event of the night, which was match of the night, Konosuke Takeshita versus Mike Bailey.
Yeah, that match is amazing.
Yeah, above and beyond, like match of the night.
Spoilers, this
Not
is
match.
better than this. I think this is better than the tomorrow's main event.
Yes, but this is still the second best match of the two nights.
Fine.
We'll talk about it when we get to it. But we knew Takeshita wasn't going to win or wasn't going to lose because he just won the belt as well. But still, this was like they really let Bailey go. They let Takeshita go. Like they really let like he would some of the stuff he did on the show, he wouldn't let they wouldn't let him do in AEW.
Yeah, probably.
Like that when they kind of did the suplex off the corner and like head first into the what's it called? The hardest part of the ring there.
The
The ring
apron.
apron. But yeah, I mean but it was still a fantastic match, but Takeshita does win and we were very spoiled by this. This was what I would call a dream match.
Yeah, that's fair.
Yeah. So that ends night one. We'll give a score of night one first. I gave this a 7.1 on night one.
Yeah, I would say 7.1 is probably exactly what I would have gave it.
Yeah. If the Bully Ray match was an actual match, I maybe would have scored it a little
I
higher.
mean, it's a good score.
Yeah.
It's a fair score, and we at least we agreed on it.
Yeah. So we'll move on to night two. We're going to review everything all on one show here for you guys. We got the Intergalactic Jet Setters and Aiden Prince against the Rohan Raju, Rocky Romero, and Rohit Raju. Not
This
to get
wasn't as good as the first night's trios.
No, it wasn't. It's still a good match, though.
Yeah, it was good.
Yeah, and I'm guessing Rocky Romero has his fingerprints on the booking of this show.
He probably helped, yeah.
Yeah.
I'm sure QT did some of it too.
Yeah. Oh yeah, for sure. So with that, our second match is El Reverso beating Classy Ali for the Qatar Pro Wrestling Championship
Yes, because the Qatar Wrestling, Pro Wrestling, and an Australian company and MLP have a three-way
agreement.
agreement.
Yes. But good on El Reverso. I kind of like El Reverso. He's like
Okay, but this match
he's
was
my
not
ML
good.
No, but he's my MLP Ninja Mac.
Alrighty, you have one. I agree. I liked him. I thought he
Yeah.
was pretty solid. I'm not even taking away
I
from
watched
his.
him in a match against Yuya.
Well, that was lucky for you.
He was the parking lot match I
Oh,
watched
that's at the
at the
exhibition.
CNE last year.
But yeah,
But that match was fantastic. I was spoiled by that match.
he's good. But I think the other guy,
It's garbage.
it's kind of like it's a weird thing because it's like in these companies, these are like the big names.
Yeah.
But like when you're watching like the highest caliber, it's like watching the NBA and then you go watch like high school basketball and you're like,
Yeah.
okay,
Yeah.
but
Or
he's good.
freshman college. Yeah. But I mean, Reverso has also honed his craft after over years of training. Like he's been in the he's a veteran in wrestling. Like he's done work for TNA, he's done work for Destiny, he's worked with Santino. Like he's established. So good on Danny for that. So with that, we're going to our next match. Miyu Yamashishita and Kylie Ray defeat Laney Luck and Harley Cameron.
I didn't like this match.
No, again.
Yamashita was awesome.
Yeah. And so was Kylie. Kylie was pretty good. I
Yeah,
don't
she
like
was.
Laney Luck. I don't know what it is about her. She
Yeah.
doesn't. And Harley Cameron, I never really liked her anyway.
Well, she's not really a
The
wrestler.
wrestler, yeah. But moving on. Psycho Mike Rollins defeats Trevor Lee, Jake Something, Stu Grayson, Alex Zane, and Sheldon Jean in a six-man scramble match. Who the
For
hell
the
is
life
Psycho
of me,
Mac? And where have they been hiding him?
I don't know, but for the life of me, I don't know what this match was.
It
I
was
not
just a
even that it
six.
was bad. It there was so much going on.
Yeah,
There was like all these fucking weird like inter match
it
storylines.
literally was a scramble.
Yeah, it was crazy. Yeah, I mean, it wasn't like one of the best matches I've ever seen. It was good.
Yeah, but it was fine.
Yeah,
It was fine. Um, Mike Bailey versus El Phantasmo. This was my match of the weekend.
I would say it's pretty close between this and Bailey versus Takeshita.
Takeshita.
This match
Either
was a
way, we're
little bit
talking
long
Bailey.
for me.
Bailey was the highlight of this
Yeah,
promotion.
ELP was great.
Yeah, this was the best I've seen ELP in a long time.
And he really kept up with him. It's like for some reason when I think of ELP, even though he's our New Japan Ninja Mac,
Hmm.
um, I don't picture him as like being a quick guy. Like you always forget that he could do stuff like that.
Yeah, because he's used to the strong style, I guess.
Like, but he can move really fast. Like some of
Hmm.
those kicks he got off were like really quick.
Yeah, he was keeping up with Bailey.
Oh, for sure.
Yeah, this to me, this was my match of the weekend.
I'll allow it.
Okay. I mean, it's up there, right?
Yeah.
So with that, Bailey beats him. Raj Desi and Bhupinder Gujar beat Bully Ray and QT Marshall. This feud continues.
But once again, it was a similar thing where it's like Jinder Mahal and Bully Ray specifically were not taking hard hits.
No,
It's like
they were being protected.
they're being protected because they're probably not getting paid that much because they're doing it as a favor or something. So
Mhm.
in return, they're not allowed to take damage or something. I don't know.
Yeah. They have God mode activated.
Yeah, literally. This match wasn't as
As
bad
bad
as the
though.
first one.
I mean, I wouldn't even call this match bad. It was fine.
Yeah, it's fine.
It's fine. So with that co-main event of the night, Athena defeats Giselle Shaw for the ROH Women's
This was a good
Championship.
match. This was a really good match.
Yeah. Other than the fact that, like you said, Giselle Shaw had to adjust her top every 30 seconds. It's like Tanahashi pulling up his pants every 30.
Yeah, you nailed it. It's like Chris Jericho ass crack. Like after a while, I just get tired of it.
I don't want to see it anymore. Please. I don't need to see old man ass.
Yeah.
Yeah, but this was a fantastic match. Athena, well deserved, still champion. And we knew belts weren't going to change at this show, but at least it added stakes to it.
I need Athena to beat Sasha Banks.
Yes, please, please, somebody beat Sasha Banks. But this was I would say this was another good match. This was probably the third second best match on the card.
Maybe third.
Maybe third. Okay. So with that, Takeshita versus Josh Alexander for the AEW International Championship. Fantastic match. Not as good as the Bailey match, but this was still
No.
a great
I,
match.
I also they both look like they were gassed.
They were tired. Yeah, two
Yeah,
straight nights
back to back
of
nights,
yeah,
and they weren't like easy matches that either one of them had.
yeah. But this was still a great match. Like a lot of crazy spots, a lot of stuff again that you wouldn't see Josh Alexander exactly do in TNA. Same thing with Takeshita. Takeshita
Yeah,
was able to shine a little bit more.
I actually prefer this version of Josh Alexander. I also don't like him as a heel. He doesn't work as a heel. Like him being a
No,
face here
he
works
worked
pretty
great
well.
as a yeah, and I love the Bret Hart tribute on his tights.
Yeah. But the overall was a good match.
Yeah,
We get Ricochet at the end.
yeah. Ricochet comes in, so this is setting up now an AEW storyline.
See, but that kind of stuff I appreciate. There was some effort put in by
Yeah,
Don Callis, and there was some effort put in by QT Marshall to like, if this continues,
yeah.
do this. I
And
mean,
it
I'm sure it
and
will.
again,
The place
great
was packed.
storytelling by Callis and Ronaldo. Like they crushed it this weekend on commentary.
Yeah, it was amazing
They were fantastic. Why don't they put Callis on the announce team more often on AEW? Like he'd be fantastic on the announce team.
because they probably don't want to overexpose him,
Yeah. Okay. Fair
and he
enough,
has
I
to be
guess.
way more of a heel on AEW than he does here.
Yeah, that's true. Here he was supposed to be unbiased. Like he gave the baby faces their props when they needed it. It
Yeah,
wasn't just like, oh, I can't stand this guy. But at the end, when Ricochet came in, he really sold it.
yeah.
So, but the one thing that surprised me, no speech by Scott Demore.
Maybe it was off air.
Okay. Because I haven't seen anything online or anything for it. So, which is so funny because TNA fired him, but yet they were still working closely. Like they were Bound for Glory ads, everything on the show. And
I don't
TNA
know.
and AEW do not have a working relationship at all. And they were working together for this show.
Yeah, but I think that's because it's on this show.
It was a one-off type of thing.
No, it's because AEW is not working with TNA here. AEW is working with MLP, who's working with TNA. Do you know
Okay.
what I mean? So it's not like a direct, they're not helping TNA.
Yeah.
They're helping Scott Demore.
Well, and now that TNA has the AAA rights and no longer AEW, Bound for Glory, we got who do we got? Mike Bailey versus Hijo del Vikingo.
Yeah, that's a banger.
Yep. So tune in for that review next week. Next week it's going to be we're going to review Bound for Glory. Second night better than the first, I thought.
Yeah.
This was a 7-4 for me.
7-3.
Okay. So we're still in the same ballpark there. But yeah, night two was definitely better than night one. Performer of the weekend, definitely Mike Bailey and Takeshita.
Yeah, for sure.
ELP is a close third on performer of the weekend.
Yeah, okay.
And some of the like Bailey Takeshita, Josh Takeshita, Bailey El Phantasmo, and Giselle versus Athena. Those were my top matches of the weekend.
Okay. I'll allow it.
So, so hope you enjoyed this different style of review. Tune in next week. Next week, Campo and I will be reviewing Bound for Glory and Halloween Havoc. And depending on time permitting, maybe Crown Jewel. If not Crown Jewel, we'll wait for the next weekend. So, with that out of the way, guys, thanks again for joining us. And in the words of Kenny Omega, goodbye and good night.